to the Kyle Petty Show. I am your friend Kyle Petty, and this time I am joined by my good sis. What things can we say about you? I mean, musical theater performer, director, music director extraordinaire, sometimes choreographer, right? He does it all. Matthew Surico. So thanks for being
Hi.
here. Hello,
Thanks for having me.
hello. Yes, of course. This is now actually your second time on the Kyle Petty Show, right? Because you did it years ago when we had our Christmas special virtually. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So
Tis the
thanks for
season.
coming back. Are you the first returning guest? Now that I think about it,
Maybe.
we're gonna have to check the records.
Okay.
All right, go to the tapes. But, so for people who don't know you, which I think sounds really crazy, but tell us some things about yourself. I usually say the same thing to everybody. This is your first time meeting a cast, and it's a room full of strangers. Like, what do you want them to know about you?
I was like, you just gave me such a great intro.
I
Um,
know.
uh, but hey, I'm Matt Zarico. I do all the things Kyle just said: director, music director, actor. Um, I'm the resident music director at CM. I'm also the director of the theater program at Half Hollow Hills High School West.
Yes.
And I guess like fun fact that I'm always terrible at, I usually just say I'm a big Broadway nerd. Uh, Everyone else always has good ones, and that's just mine.
No, and I like that. Because you also like the old ones, the ones that like people don't
Yeah.
want to talk about anymore. The one that always
Yes.
surprised me the most is that like the fact that you were such a big fan of Mame, like it
Yeah.
just oh my,
Big fan.
oh my
Big
god!
fan.
Every time I've seen Mame, I've seen it like 3 times, and like every time I wanted to walk out, like I absolutely can't stand it. There's like one song in it that's cute or kind of fun, and I couldn't even tell you what it was. Um, I think it's in Act One. I don't know. That
Like
felt fun.
Bosom Buddies is a big popular one.
Oh, Bosom Buddies
The
is fun.
duet.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you sent that to me because we were talking about singing that at one point. That is
Yes.
a fun one. That's a fun one. I do think I was thinking about another one though. So maybe there's two. I
Okay.
guess we can give Mame, like a flower, right? Like not flowers, but so I want to ask you some really important questions before we get to the nitty gritty of things.
Okay.
I need to know if you prefer guac or salsa.
Salsa.
Really?
Yes.
People never agree with me on these things. Um, Peanut butter, crunchy or smooth?
Um,
This is so
so
important.
now smooth. I used to be a crunchy girl
Uh
growing up,
oh.
and then
Uh
at some
oh.
point I transitioned to smooth
Is there a reason
as
why? Did
my
something happen? Did you have a bad experience with the crunchy?
I don't think so. As my taste buds got worse, I think
Mm.
I was like, I can't have the extra texture. It must be smooth.
Now, when you're choosing your peanut butter, what brand do you choose? This is also very important.
Skippy.
Thank God. All
Okay,
right.
okay, 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 okay.
Yes, I'm a Skippy girly. I have been for some time. I prefer crunchy, but
Okay.
Skippy's got this delicious, like Skippy Naturals. It's like it have honey in it. It's like peanut butter.
Oh,
Oh my God. Now
I probably
sometimes
wouldn't like that. I didn't know that existed, but I probably wouldn't like it.
honestly, you probably wouldn't. Like I don't know. I don't even know why I'm suggesting this to you. Like, of course you wouldn't. Like, now, French fries or onion rings?
French fries.
Yeah, I figured. And pizza or Chinese?
You know this one. It's pizza.
I figured. And what's your go-to pizza order? This is a big deal on Long Island.
So I am this may be shocking or not. I'm not like a big toppings person. Like I love a good plain slice, but when I'm going to my favorite La Supreme Pizza right
Mhm.
in our little Oakdale Commons by CM, it's either Sicilian or garlic nut slice.
Oh, the garlic nut
Yeah,
slice is actually like
yeah, they're
that's pretty
good.
fire. Yeah. Have you done Too Good to Go from them yet?
No, I haven't yet.
You got to do it. You got to
I'm
do it.
never leaving at the time where they're doing that. I'm leaving the theater at like midnight, 1 a.m., and
No,
they're
you
already
but
done.
you got to just pop out real
I
quick.
know.
It was like New Year's cabaret rehearsal. I was like running down with my microphone on with Christina. I'm like, no, we had to go get our pizza because you get so much for $5. Like it's crazy. It is
Yeah.
absolutely worth like a 10-minute interlude.
Okay.
Everybody else goes outside to smoke and stuff like that. I don't see why you can't go outside and get your pizza.
I good.
Um, all right, so I'm empowering you.
Okay.
Yes. So Spamalot opens this weekend.
Yes.
This is not like not one of my faves. This was going to be a skip until I told you that and your face dropped. So tell us some things about Spamalot. Am I missing something?
So, Spamalot is a musical version of
Mhm.
the film Monty Python and the Holy Grail, uh, performed and written by the Monty Python group. They're a British comedy troupe. It's kind of got their, I don't know if they got their start, but kind of like an SNL style sketch comedy show that they had on in London.
Okay.
And then it turned into a few movies. One of which was Monty Python and the Holy Grail, probably the most famous of their movies. And it is a parody of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and the quest to find the Holy Grail.
So that's a real story.
Sure.
Like, so
Is
King
it
Arthur, I mean,
real?
King,
Is
I
it
feel
like
like I've heard of
historical
him.
fiction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think part of it is like based in truth, but then like there's the fictitious part of I don't know the yeah. I don't know
Mhm.
the realness of the actual story or not. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, who are you playing in this?
I am playing Sir Robin, the not quite so brave as Sir Lancelot. Nice long
Okay,
title.
and what is his function in here? Like, I mean,
So he is one of the guys that King Arthur enlists to join the Knights of the Round Table. In the musical, he's combined with a few characters from the movie. So he is the dead collector in the plague village of all these people that have died of the plague, and he's the one collecting all the bodies. And he meets Lancelot, who is also lives in the village, and they get enlisted to join King Arthur. And he is a scaredy cat. He has a lot of bowel issues,
oh,
and is pretty much scared of everything that they encounter to a high degree.
okay. Now who is directing this?
Jordan Hugh,
Jordan Hugh. Who did it the last time?
Kristen DeGilio did it last time.
Kristen. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe. What made you want to do this again? Because this is your second or third time?
second time.
Second
I
time.
was in it last time. I think
Mhm.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago because Marielle was in it.
I think it was 10 years ago. Yeah, yeah. There's actually a few of us that are doing it again. It's me, Andrew Lenahan is Sir Galahad, another one of the knights, and Don Dowdell is King Arthur. So the three
Yes.
of us are back for another trip. um, uh, so had a great time doing it the first time. I had seen it on Broadway in the early 2000s, whenever it was there. It was my first experience for Monty Python and Spamalot and anything, and loved it. And then was excited I got to do it last time. We had so much fun. It's one of those shows that it's kind of an ensemble cast. Like there's your principals and everything, but it
Mhm.
it we all are kind of in it together. And with the exception of the guy playing King Arthur, and the woman who plays Lady of the Lake, we all play multiple roles in the show. So we're all kind of like one big ensemble group. So it's very fun to just like be silly with different people at different points in the show. This show, this time and last time, attracts very funny, witty people to be in the cast. So rehearsals are a lot of fun. And like I get to play piano on stage. That was a big a big point for me wanting to do this. Not the first time and now the second time. Um, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Like I love I love directing the more dramatic like stuff.
Mhm.
But like if I'm gonna be on stage, like I want to be the comic relief. I want to be that like the
You like
second
to be
banana
silly.
type thing. Yeah,
Mhm. That's fair. Now, okay. So, the humor has always eluded me. And it's not just Spamalot, it's just like Monty Python in general. Like any little clips and things like that. But maybe I've just always seen some things out of context. And then Spamalot just feels like one big, just wild cacophony of stuff. It just seems like there's like a lot happening all at the same time. And like I,
yes.
I have a hard time like following through all of it. What's one of your like favorite moments in the show, or one of the funniest moments in the show that you would use to like maybe describe to somebody who doesn't really get the humor to kind of entice them to come on down?
Yeah. So it definitely kind of like I had said before, they were like a British SNL at one point. Each scene is kind of like you're watching a different SNL sketch. That all in the order that they are in are is a story,
Mhm.
but it's each scene doesn't like advance the plot that much. It's all about the visual gags or the jokes in the scene. A lot of it is non sequitur, so we're just kind of like going through whatever we're in. And that's how like the whole show is kind of set up. My favorite scene that I am in a little bit is Prince Herbert's castle. It's in Act Two. It's this very effeminate prince who is betrothed to marry this woman that he does not want to marry. And his father is like forcing him to get married. And Joe Castor, who plays Patsy. We are the two guards that are not allowed to let him leave his room because they're afraid he's going to run away. That whole scene into the song that follows is my favorite scene in the show. It's so funny. That one I feel like, I mean, you have to wait till like halfway through
Mhm.
actually to get there, but I feel like that is the most like straightforward in terms of the comedy. Just the way like a normal comedic musical, I guess, would be
Mhm.
laid out. But it's very funny. It's very
Okay.
funny.
All right, I'm gonna hold out for that.
Yeah.
But you are making me a little bit more interested in saying I do need to give this another shot because everyone loves this show. Anybody I've ever mentioned this to, like, oh my gosh, I love Spamalot. And it's like, why? So it has to be me. I have to be missing something. So we're looking forward to that. So what that opens on the 14th, right? Valentine's Day,
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
and that runs until when? Is that 3 weekends?
March 1st.
March 1st. Okay,
Yes,
so
3 weekends. Yeah, yeah.
excellent, excellent. Okay. And that's not the only thing going on this weekend, right? You're also
Correct.
pretty involved in the John Rivera tribute, also at CM.
Yes.
And that's Sunday, what, the 15th at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Um, what can you tell us about it?
So it's a two-act tribute. Act 1 is a cabaret of songs from, shows that John was in, across Long Island, and then Act 2 is a presentation of his one-act play, The Confession, that he wrote and, it was performed years ago, in the city, I believe.
Mhm.
So that's being, brought back, with some Long Island actors, as the second half of the tribute.
Awesome. And Heather is directing the one act,
Yes.
right? Now, who else is in
Yes.
that? I know Zig Zapetti is in that. Nick Zapetti.
Nick Sapetti, Gio Marine, and Charlie
Mhm.
Roman. It's a three-actor piece. So it's
Awesome.
three of them directed by Heather, yeah.
All right. And who is in the cabaret?
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of
There's
people,
a
yeah.
lot of, CM alumni that have been in the shows with John over the years. A number of them, of course, are his very close friends, that are performing different things. And then there are a lot of people that were in one show, two shows, and just had such a strong connection with John because that's the kind of person that he was,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
wanted to be a part of it. It was open invitation. Anybody that wanted to join could join. So yeah, there are people from they were in one of the last shows that he did, and that was the only time they got to work with him all the way back to the early 2000s when he was in Avita for the first time at CM. They
That's
had a
really good.
range of the gamut.
Yeah, I like that. What songs can we expect
Yeah.
to hear? Can you tell us?
So some of them are songs. I can tell you a little bit. I can tell you a little bit. I don't
Okay,
want to
what's
spoil the
up?
whole thing, but there are
No,
some
no.
songs that John sang in shows, such as "Luck Be a Lady" and "Guys and Dolls." Right. So we have
Hmm.
that, presenting that in a way to honor him. And then there are songs like "I'm in Love with a Wonderful Guy from South Pacific" that he did not sing that song in the show, but he
Hmm.
did. He was a meal several times in South Pacific. So we didn't want to do another ballad. John loved a ballad. John loved to part with a ballad,
Yes, he did.
and we wanted the night to feel more joyous and like celebrating him as opposed to like a sad kind of a night. So that's how we had the idea for doing some fun numbers from shows that he was in. If there wasn't a number that he sang that was particularly uh, up tempo or very meaningful, if it
Hmm.
was a ballad.
Hmm. Nice, nice. I'm looking forward to that. So that's
Yeah,
Sunday
in real
at
life.
6. And
Yes,
Spamalot opens Saturday at
yes, at 7:30.
7:30. Yeah, that's
Big weekend.
7:30 thing. Yeah, it is a big weekend. And you also have a show Sunday at 2, right?
Yeah, you could do a two doche at CM. You could see Spamalot at 2, go to Oakdale Brew House or La Supreme or Wendy's and get some dinner, and then come back and see the tribute.
That's actually what I'm hoping to do. I usually like to be there for like, opening night shenanigans. And it's like, but okay, like,
Yeah,
it is a 40-minute drive like to get out there. It's like, you know what? Let's just do both in one shot. So yeah, I think
yeah,
I'll be there on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah.
Um,
It's gonna be real nice.
Now you've had countless experiences like on and off stage, like related to theater, right?
Hmm.
Can you share with us like just one of like your funniest moments on stage?
Only one. Um,
We
uh,
could do two. We could do two.
it's no. I mean, there have been a lot of things, of course. I'm sure we all got plenty of stories. The most recent thing that broke me like nothing has ever broken me before, happened just this past December when we were doing Annie at SPAC. Um, I I
Spac.
gen yes, SPAC,
I never heard that
Smithtown
before. I like
Performing
that.
Arts Center.
Yes.
Um, I I usually, if you're trying to get me to break on stage, I usually won't, or it'll just be like a little like I'm acknowledging that what you're trying to do. But if
Mhm.
something happens by accident, like something that was out of our control, I'll probably be the first to go down. That's usually what happens. Um, so we're doing Annie at SPAC, and everyone's favorite scene, the president's cabinet, and we're in this scene, and there was an actor on stage that had a wig mishap, and their wig was maybe very far back on their head, perhaps. And boy, did we lose it. Did we lose it? We couldn't hold it together. We could not hold it together. We were laughing so hard. Me, Will Brennan, and Kayla Stallone, hysterically laughing. Like, could not keep it together for the life of us. We could not do it. And not everyone like noticed at first what was going on, which made it even better. Cause like, why are you laughing? Like we're
And
talking
they
about
didn't
the
even
Great
notice that
Depression.
it
What's
wasn't
happening?
sitting right. They didn't feel
Oh,
that.
oh, everyone eventually did notice that was on stage with us, but somehow didn't find it as funny as we did. In fact, we found it so funny that we calmed down once the scene was over, and then we walked back on stage, and this actor, wig, fine, was all fixed. Couldn't started cry laughing once again. We were laughing through curtain call. The president's cabinet is the third scene of Act Two. We were laughing for the rest of the show. Could not keep it together. I was crying. Like I was not singing. I was crying through all of I don't need anything but you. I could not keep it together. I have never broken so hard in my entire life. That was the
See,
absolute worst.
those are the kind of how those things go, aren't they? Though, like when you see something that
Yes.
even if it isn't that funny, but because you're on stage and you know you're not supposed to be laughing, it just makes it exponentially funnier. Yeah,
100%.
yes, I love
100%.
it. So now this sounds crazy to ask because you're doing so many things already, but like, what is next for you after all of this? 'Cause I know you're still
I'm
directing at
like,
Half Hollow Hills, right?
yeah, I'm in my
Um,
wind down right now.
Wind Down.
So I know I've like because I go do summer stock,
Yeah.
as you know. So I leave April 20 something to go out to Illinois. So I'm like I have two things left on the island before I leave to go
Oh gosh. But
for summer
even
stock for the
still,
summer.
it's still a lot because you're
Yeah.
literally working on so many different things. When
Oh
does the
yeah.
school show open?
School show opens. It's March 27th and 28th. We're doing Into the Woods, my
Hmm.
fave.
Yeah, because
Uh,
you force everybody into the
oh, I
woods.
force everyone to do Into the Woods. At your own cabaret. I'm like, we should
Yes.
do this because it's
Yes.
just because it's for me.
Yes.
um, oh man. So yes, that's the school show. Big fan. We're actually when I get off this with you, I'm going to school for rehearsal and we're finishing. We're doing the finale today, so we're gonna be
Mm.
done. We're gonna be done with staging. Um, and at CM, I'm doing Cats next, which is right after Spamalot. I'm the music director for that. So yeah, those are my last two Long Island projects until the fall. And
That's a
then I
lot. That's a
go
lot.
out to Illinois. Yeah.
Now, when you go to Illinois, how many shows you guys
Mhm.
do per season?
Um, we do a children's theater TYA show,
Hmm.
and then we do six main stage shows, and then there's one fall show that's a play that
Jeez.
I'm not there for.
6 main stage shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over how long is that? Over like what, 3 months?
3 months. We rehearse for 2 weeks, and then it's tech week, and we open at the end of the week, and we do
Wow.
6 shows a week, and we're
6 shows.
rehearsing the next one in the morning and the afternoon while we're doing the other show at night.
And how long does it run? Like each show?
Some of them are 2 weeks runs, some of them are 3 week runs, depending. Like we're doing
Jeez.
Les Mis and Shrek are our two big ones this summer, so those are 3 weekers, and then everything else is a two.
That is insane.
Yeah,
That's a lot. That's a lot.
yeah.
And
It
then you come
averages
back.
to like
Oh, go ahead.
I was like, an average for rehearsal time, it's close to how much rehearsal time we would have here, just all at once. So like we're doing 9 to 5, 6 days a week, and
Six
so we're
days a week.
getting, yeah, for rehearsal. So we're getting like about like or a little less than the average rehearsal hourage here for a show. It's just all at once. Like we're getting like three like uh Long Island rehearsals in one day, I think is how it kind of lines up.
I was gonna say that sounds like a grueling day, like nine to
It
five, like
goes
rehearsing. But I
fast.
was also thinking, like, you know what? This actually sounds really fun too. If that's really just all you're doing with yourself, like
Yeah.
like we're usually trying to juggle real life jobs and then going to rehearsal at night. That's a much longer day than if you're just rehearsing all day and you just have like the night to do like whatever you do.
Yeah.
Unless you've got performances that night. Is it like
Right.
usually the same cast that just kind of rotates roles?
Yeah. We have a resident company of 14 actors that are there the whole summer. They're in every show. Sometimes they're the lead, sometimes they're supporting, sometimes they're ensemble. And then there are people that come in, either equity members or non-union folk that come in to fill out the other roles that
Mhm.
maybe are too old for the college kids that are the resident company, or there's a very particular skill set that we weren't able to find with the college age kids or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, so most of us are doing 9 to 5 with lunch and then dinner break and then like an hour and then it's half hour and then we do the show and then
My God.
rinse and repeat every day. Yeah,
That does sound really fun though, especially because
it
it's
is.
for
No,
a
it's great.
finite amount of time. Like if this is just what your life just always was, just like just back to back to back to back, like I guess
Mhm.
that could be too much. But yeah, just like for the summer, that sounds really fun,
Yeah, it's
actually.
like
Awesome.
professional summer camp.
Hmm. Yeah. What shows are on the schedule this season? Has that been
We're
decided?
doing Schoolhouse. We're doing Schoolhouse Rock live
Fun.
as our TYA.
Hmm.
Then we're doing Godspell, Les
Love.
Mis,
Ugh.
Cabaret, Shrek, Hands on a Hard Body, and then we end the six shows a new work that we do every year. This one's being written by Long Island native Billy Reese.
Oh.
Um, and yeah, so he's running the show that we're doing at the end of the season, and then they're doing the play Constellations in the fall.
Hmm. Very cool. And is Tommy
Yeah.
Ranieri going back for this, or are you flying
Yes.
solo? Awesome.
Yes, he is
Awesome.
back. Our artistic director.
Good, good. That's awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where can people find you on social media if they want to keep up with all of your stuff here?
So the only social media of mine that's not private is my TikTok, which is just me like playing piano in shows and talking about some Broadway stuff every once in a while. My @ is Dreamcoat12 because I'm a big
Mhm.
Joseph Dreamcoat fan. It was my AOL screen name back in the day, and then it became my
Wow.
kind of everything. But yeah, all my other social media is private since I work in schools. So
I didn't realize
if
that. I guess that does make sense.
yeah, so
But
if
I
you
followed
know
you for so
me,
long, right?
follow me. But otherwise, yeah.
But if not,
Otherwise,
you're
everything's
gonna be
private.
sitting and pending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, kids. But thank you so much for joining me on this.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is
Oh
great.
my gosh, I'll always have you. I love you so much. And
Love you
I
too.
guess I'll see you this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.